downtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Condors of Paris taking on the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the double. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You talk about this Jets defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd and 9 now. That's Samuel, caught left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now you look at this defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Hall again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Jets at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start with the option. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 2nd down, Dawkins. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the 10-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Drill, 52.
Jets 46-yard line.
Blaster, stay. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt, and his kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
There's a fake on the Jets sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ready up. Shot. 17. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Smash. Red. Red. Yellow. Claude red. Hut.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Through the middle of the field.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Black open. Six. Mega. Black shot. Let's go. Charge.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Paul again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Crossing route complete to Robertson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. Play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field and answer and score.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up the way we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone.
some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line. So a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Run the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the now 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
third down. Here's Abanikanda. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2nd and 9 now. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And now an audible here into something else.
Drill 52.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw is Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. Here comes 2nd down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. We're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Third down and 10. The give now to Abanikanda. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Blue stripe. Switch, yellow. Edo blue. Cut.
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. 1 last shot at the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Let's go. Slide 2. Smash, red. Go pink. Trail, yellow. Claws red. Green jack. Red cycle.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price.